So this is going to be a relatively short video because I don't have a whole lot to touch on this subject with. I primarily was answering the two questions that I get the most, which is, can I start anywhere that I live and then move to a different city to get more acting jobs? Or should I move to Hollywood to get into the industry? But before I do, I want to tell you that everything on this channel is primarily geared around film and television. So if you want advice on theater acting, I'm probably not the best person to talk to when it comes to that subject. Primarily because I've never done theater, to be completely honest. I've only done television and movies. So everything in this channel would be geared around those two subjects. If this is your first time at the channel, or if you're not already subscribed, I highly recommend and I welcome you to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, which turns on notifications. That way you don't miss out on any video that I post from here on out, which if you've watched some of my other videos, you would realize I do random giveaways. Yeah, I've only done one, but everybody starts somewhere, right? Well, I am welcoming you to hit that subscribe button to help grow this family, get some valid information, and see where this goes. So before I answer those two questions, I want to say one thing. I was going to record a different type of video today, and unfortunately, I ended up hurting myself yesterday. So it's a little hard for me to walk around because my legs hurt, and I ended up going to check the mail this morning. But I opened the door and there's this package sitting in front of my door. Completely surprised me out of the blue. I wasn't expecting it at all. And it was addressed to me, obviously. It appears somebody had went out of their way to buy a ring light and a tripod stand, and they had it sent to me. I have no idea who sent the gift, but I want to say thank you. You have no idea how much that meant to me. Inside, I found a note that came with the package, and it says, "Your content has inspired me to become an actor. I'm sure you will become a big YouTube channel. Just please don't give up. Thanks for starting. It isn't much, but it's the best I could do." From anonymous subscriber. Obviously, they wanted no credit to be known who sent the ring light with the tripod stand, but whoever it was, I just want to say thank you. That's the nicest gesture I've had since I've started this channel. I'm glad I inspired you. Hopefully I inspire thousands, if not millions more. As my time of a YouTube channel progresses, I just want to say you guys are awesome. I can't say enough good things about you, but honestly, I'm floored. I cannot believe, I'm totally excited, I am, but I cannot believe that somebody went out of their way to send me something that I was not expecting. Once again, thank you. Back to what I was saying before. Do you have to move to Hollywood to become an actor, or can you start from where you're at? First off, I don't recommend packing all your things up and moving to Hollywood. That is a huge mistake. I cannot emphasize how big the huge is in that mistake. And the reason why is everybody thinks that you have to move to Hollywood to become an actor. At any given time, thousands of people move there, trying to hit it big. And what happens is they'll move there and then they'll deplete their savings trying to make it in the film or movie industry, only to find out that the rent is too high, everything is way overpriced, they're not making enough to survive, and it ends up pushing them back to where they started. So first off, let me give you some major advice and say, do not pack all your stuff and move to Hollywood. It will end up as a train wreck. Unless you have done this for years on end, or you have a amazing resume, or you know some big names in the film or TV industry, don't do it. The second question, can you start from where you're at? In my opinion, yes, you can. Currently, I'm living in Tennessee. Also, there is two states, one that is really popular and one that is starting to pick up speed when it comes to TV and film. And the biggest state is Atlanta, Georgia, which is right below Tennessee, obviously. But luckily, I live close enough to Atlanta to be able to get some roles. If you were to move anywhere, Atlanta would be the best place to move to. Primarily because so many big motion pictures are filmed in Atlanta. Stranger Things, for one, and quite a few blockbuster movies are filmed in Atlanta. Look them up. You will be surprised. I've heard somewhere that there are more TV and movies that are filmed in Atlanta, Georgia, or surrounding than there is in Hollywood. So just keep that in mind. If you have a desperate need to move somewhere to try to get into the TV and film industry, Atlanta, Georgia is the place to move to. Would I recommend it if it's your second or third time doing acting? Probably not. Not at all. I myself am trying to build my resume to move to Atlanta because, like I said, I've done this for a little less than a year and I haven't made the commitment to move to Atlanta yet, but I'm working on it. Anyway, with that being said, you can start in whatever state you live in. What I would recommend is check out the two websites that I mentioned on the how to get started as an actor video. The first one is backstage.com and the second one is Actors Access. Both of those names should be in the comments for you. But check out those. If there is any short films, student films, commercials, anything that is in your area, those two websites can find them. There might not be as many as you would like, but you got to start somewhere. If you can get one, if not two things on your resume, it'll make you look a whole lot better than somebody who's never done an acting gig before. So just keep that in mind. And just to recap, I would highly recommend not moving to Hollywood. And I'm sure that there are acting gigs somewhere around you. They might not be anything that might be on Netflix. They might not be anything that anybody's ever heard of before. It might be a short film. It might be a student film. Do something. Get into a class. Just anything you can get on your resume to make yourself look better. Go for it. It might not bring you closer to getting SAG eligible, which I'll touch on in a later video. But it might not get you any closer to becoming SAG eligible, which is what you want. But keep pushing. Keep applying to stuff. Keep trying to get your foot in the door somewhere because eventually it's going to pay off. The harder you try, the easier it's going to be to get roles one after another. So until next time, I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.